Get my old man back because I'm.
What's going on here?
This is the one with the one. Oh yeah, that's the one I'm holding together. The straightening it with a paper clip. Oh well.
All right. Hi everyone. Welcome to fuck me. What do we call this thing? Hi everyone, welcome to Arbitrary Hero and Redshirt Geeks Play Dungeons & Dragons. I am Cameron, the Dungeon Master, and I am running my friends through a little homebrew campaign based around the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. So on the left, we have Patrick playing Feanor, who I think this is episode 6 at this point.
Something like that.
Then we've got Nate playing. Are you Rex or are you Caliban?
Kaliban.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. No.
And then we've got Lars, Lars Von D playing Hetfield Von Burton. And lastly, we've got Max
and most leastly
playing Rex, who I think has recently reawoken his inner Rakdos entertainer.
Yeah.
Something about standing next to a like 3 megaton nuclear bomb going off.
and then breaking it over your knee.
Yeah.
That was just a day at the Rakdos Guilds.
Yeah. So
Album?
How many times have we died so far?
We have like 6 left or something.
10 uses left I've got.
10 uses left? Okay.
Yes.
Out of 20?
20.
Oh no, sorry, 8 charges left. I should actually.
I thought we were single digits.
So we died 12 times. Crap.
Yes. Yep.
How many times have you died, Nate?
A lot.
More than he'd like.
Most of it, probably, if someone's keeping track.
Yeah.
What's your HP if we weren't at 1 HP?
Let me take a look. It's like 24.
Okay, so we didn't even have as many lives as you have HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was curious about.
Yeah.
Have you used as many lives as you have total HP pool is what I was going to ask.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not
So, the last time we left the episode, Rex had, in a moment of post-traumatic stress-induced panic, tried to disarm a staff of the Magi.
I like to call it adrenaline-fueled training.
Okay, there you go.
Training
Yeah.
for bomb defusal.
The defusal didn't go well. It exploded, obliterating Rex and Caliban, I believe. Feanor and Hetfield were safely out of range. You guys managed to scramble through this. Right now you're in what appears to be some sort of storage facility for all sorts of, is it trinkets? Before the bomb went off and after it went off, you went through the containers and the debris and you've got some trinkets and items already on you. Now you remember that there was rustling in the untouched shelves to the north of you in that like vast part of the area. But you were so exhausted, I think, it just burned out that you rested for an hour, so you've had a short rest.
So I recovered all my HP.
All of it.
Yeah, everyone can spend their, what is it called now, a healing boost or second wind or whatever?
It's a hit, or not hit die. Yeah, it's hit dice.
Yeah, it's hit
Right?
Yeah.
Well, we don't need to because we're all.
Yeah,
1 HP.
recover your 1 HP.
Yeah, and I have all my spells back, so it's good.
I just can't wait till somebody takes exactly 1 damage so they get to make death saves.
Yeah.
So 2 damages insta-kill,
Yep.
1 HP.
Because if you roll a nat 20, you come back fully healed.
What do you fucking do?
That is true.
All right. So, what are we doing in this room? I think we found some cool swag, sort of.
Yeah, it was interesting. As far as I could tell, you guys got very distracted by some goblins and the swag. I don't know that any of you have looked at the actual exit.
No, we haven't. I got a flashlight sword, and I don't know what anybody else got.
I try not to look at the hellscape around me.
Yeah, that's true. Rex is very, very much still curled up in a ball.
Okay.
Nobody wrestle him. It might kill him. Want to see where the damage.
Were we brought back yet, or are we still corpses?
We were brought back.
Brought
I
back,
was
okay.
surprised that I was brought back until we were out of this room.
Yeah. Right. All right, but we still do have some goblins in the room with us, right?
You hear some rustling.
We have something in the room with us, outside the blast radius.
Is this
Now-
like a dip in the floor? Like
At the blast radius.
Say that again?
So how often do you get to say that in D&D? Inside the blast radius.
Yeah, really, right?
is this like a dip in the floor? Like, can I use this as like a trench? Like, can
Yeah.
I look over the edge of it to see out across
So
no
this
man's
is
land?
like, I mean, right, forgive your DM's shitty drawing ability, but imagine a perfect half sphere.
Okay.
It's like,
Crater?
yeah, it's gone in, but it's like perfectly round.
Yeah, it's an ice cream scoop.
Yeah.
What happened to the ceiling above us?
It is untouched. The ceiling, like these shelves go high enough above you that, like, as a perfect sphere, it still didn't touch the ceiling.
Oh,
Okay,
so there's
well-
a bunch of debris in here with us too, where shelves were vaporized, but the tops of them fell in here.
Yeah, and that's where Feanor and Hetfield were able to grab some magic items from the debris last time. And most things are destroyed, but they found like 2 things that were still working, I think.
Well, I'm gonna sit here in the fetal position. You guys can
All right.
go look around for explosives.
More explosives? Yeah. All right, cool.
I'll help you guys disarm them if you want me to.
Are you just
Sure.
kind of covering yourself up with whatever biggest pieces of debris you can find as cover?
Like small bunker. I'm building it out of wooden planks.
Yeah. I'll go
Whatever's
ahead
left.
and say, as long as you're in that square that you're in now, your AC takes, give yourself a +3 because you've managed to bunker yourself down pretty well.
That's fantastic.
It's a hell of a pillow fort.
Okay. I think I'm going to move out here.
Yeah.
I'm going to start heading up this way.
Okay.
I'm gonna get about
Should we
this
all go
point.
together, or should we split up the group and do more damage?
Well, we don't even know what anybody is. Can I do a perception check to see if I can hear in what direction things are scurrying?
Yeah, let me reveal things for Feanor really quickly. Did that-
Okey-doke.
I'm getting up to about here. I'm not going to get around to where I can see down that aisle yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, let's say you get around to where you can peek. There's nothing in that aisle. Okay. Now, Kaliban, you said you were doing a perception check?
Yeah, I'm trying to listen to see what direction the scurrying sounds are coming from.
So if you're in the center of the crater, it's going to be a little hard if you want to get to kind of an edge of it. Otherwise, like the echo of the crater is going to mess with things.
Then I will try and get to the lip here. And I guess I can stick my head over the top, or...
Yeah, just give me a perception check.
Okay, then. Let me do that. It's 3. Lovely! Off to a great start.
Well, you can hear that things are coming in from to the north of you.
Okay. All right, cool. Then I guess I'll go this way then and make my way towards the corner. So I'll see if we can't maybe do a pincer movement. Other than that,
Appear to be anyway here, so
yeah.
this is just another wall here. Right up the. This is another wall of shelves, right?
Yeah, so let me reveal up to here.
Okay. How dark is it in this room? Is it well lit? Is it pretty dark?
It was kind of dark, but I think everyone's got a way to see, right? Feanor has
Okay.
dark vision. I think
yeah, I have dark vision.
he cast light for everyone else previously, and Caliban, you recently got like a moon blade.
Yeah, I got a flashlight sword. Yeah.
It's still on items that we had when after the blast.
Well, during the rest, we can say that it was recast.
Okay.
Yeah, I can cast it at will. So
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, since it's
Thing
like
is,
Okay.
I'm okay if you don't want to give me light so I can see. Kind of like blinders.
Okay. What am I seeing along this line?
yeah.
heading
So if you're
straight up?
peeking, you see a box here.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, right here, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion. I'll create somebody's head popping out into this aisle.
Make it Rex's head.
Safe. I'll stay back safely and make it look like somebody's head is just peeking out into the aisle.
Understood. So what you see, you cast, you get in position, you cast your illusion, and you see like some box thrown like in the direction of the head, and then you hear someone like clamoring away, scampering away from that point.
The box fell short, or
It hit the wall behind the head.
Oh, we went through the head?
It missed the head, but it was aimed at the head.
Alright, so they suck at throwing things. Got it. Okay.
so I'll crack some prestidigitation next. I'll create a roll. The head will disappear, but then a roar will come out, like a monstrous roar will come out, and then I'll peek my actual head around, just enough to see as the roar echoes down this area.
And your dark vision gives you...
I'll tell you that in a
I
moment.
think it's usually 60 feet in grayscale.
I piss myself when the roar happens. I believe it's another explosion.
Are you moving?
He's beetle.
I mean, I am crawling across the bottom of the crater.
I got
Okay,
100
gotcha.
I got 120 feet out.
Okay, so at this point, if you
dark vision.
peek across, I think you can now see everything. And what you see is a set of boxes kind of built up as a barricade. And then you see some green pointy ears on the other side of the barricade, and some spheres.
Spears.
It looks like, if you count, it's like 3 spears sticking out. It looks like, some goblins trying to like just keep themselves safe.
They know how to protect themselves from an explosion.
With boxes. Alright. I guess I'll poke my head around the corner here, and I'm going to ask Feanor, what is it? What do you see?
What is it, boy? Trip down the well?
Yeah.
I'm going to move over here, roughly to where I think they are on the other side.
Okay.
How high are the shelves, and how strong are the shelves?
The shelves are sturdy. This is like it looks like wood, but it feels like a metal. There's almost no real give to it, and they're really solidly jointed. These shelves extend up like it's like 30 feet, 40 feet above you. It's tall.
It's like carbon fiber.
How climbable?
I mean, they're shelves. They're pretty climbable.
Yeah. So I climbed through them once, I think, in our last session.
We actually had a low-hanging one that you and me were able to jump over while holding hands.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was like a break in the shelves, and it was just some boxes that you jumped over.
It was whimsical.
Yeah. All right. Well, if he's going to break that way, I guess I will head off the other escape route here. And I'm assuming we're going to try and take these guys down.
Yep.
No, we didn't. We offer them tea.
I'm going to climb up to the very top carefully and quietly.
Yeah, make a stealth check for me.
Oh my god. Are you going to clothesline them from the top of the rack?
Give him the diving eagle.
Yeah.
The people's elbow.
Kaliban.
Oh, 22.
Yeah, they are so like panicked. They don't notice. You get up there, you see down. They're visibly shaking, holding their spears. They're hunched down. They're chittering to themselves and each other. It seems like this was not part of the job. Whatever the hell that explosion was not what they were told was going to happen.
That's what they always told me in the Legion too.
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, they are going to get to make some... They're going to get to make some dex saves, which they'll probably succeed because they're stupid goblins. I'm casting Fairy Fire.
Okay, let me make my dex saves.
13, so...
13, all of them, or 2 of them make their save. One of them does not.
Okay, one of them is going to be sparkling with some awesome violet light, and
Like glowing and sparkling?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
basically
he's got
highlighted it.
he's got some sparkly light, and anybody that attacks him has advantage.
Okay, so he starts glowing. He's flashing like a firework. The two on either side of him look at him and panic, and you hear them in broken comments say, "What the fuck did you just touch?" And then he's like, I don't know. And he's like, he's searching himself. He's trying to understand what happened. And the two goblins take a second and stab their spears into him. Let me...
Beautiful.
This is Goblin Bomb.
They get advantage. Both of them
Yeah,
get
they
advantage.
both get up. So one of them, let's roll again. Okay. One of them hits and gets to do... All right. Oh, he's dead. Okay. So the one that you cast Fairy Fire on has been killed.
Did the Fairy Fire kill him?
Yeah.
I mean,
Just how weak goblins are.
And the other two kind of try and move away in case they're both trying to be sneaky. They're trying to get away from where he is and press themselves in any corners in case he was explosive or something.
Everything in here is
Okay.
explosive.
Okay, so let's see. What am I going to do next? Yeah, let's do that. So right about here, I'm going to cast another spell, Dancing Lights. So there will be 4 little torch-sized lights bouncing around, and I'll just make them hover and they'll float. And then on my next turn, they are just going to start moving this way.
Gotcha. Let's go ahead. If we're doing this, let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
yeah. All right.
Plus 3. Well, I'm going last.
That's
I'm not
fine.
far
You
ahead
just
yet.
went. Okay, so let me get my guys.
Motivated.
Oh, Lars.
He going first.
Ye and or ha.
All right. Rex, then Caliban, then Feanor.
But it's a bonus action, so I can move them while casting another spell. So
Gotcha.
basically, the lights appear, and then we go into initiative.
Yep. The lights appear. The goblins are freaking out. You hear one of them say, "It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was supposed to be a star." And then both of them start running away from the lights. So let's do max movement speed because they don't care what they're doing. His turn first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then his buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They could,
So
use, they could use a move action and then use their action to double move.
that's true. I'm gonna kind of do them together because I knew that if they're running at the same speed,
Yeah.
even though he goes second in initiative order, he would run into Caliban first. So he runs and he rounds the corner and he sees you, Caliban. And he...
This is the part where he stabs me and I die.
Yeah.
With my general luck for this campaign, that's how it would go.
No, he has his barbed pole, his spear, and he's
His shank and stick.
he's gonna go ahead and make 2 attacks on Caliban.
There it goes.
What is...
My AC is 16.
All right.
Caliban, no, don't die. Not again.
He actually misses on both.
Oh, nice.
But
Ooh,
so
and
he
who?
he had his movement, he had his attack, and then as a bonus action, he backflips over you, bounces off the wall, and gets around you and 1 additional square.
He's a ninja.
The
So-
other one, while they're both running, the other one gets to move. Their second movement, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did that not provoke an attack of opportunity?
Huh?
That's what I was going to ask next. If he flips over me, can I take a swing at him? It should provoke an opportunity attack unless he.
Unless
No,
he's a rogue.
No, there's something there that prevents that. He's able to nimbly get around exactly what you were trying to do.
Okay.
Like fancy footwork, maybe.
Like something.
The fanciest footwork.
Like whatever the DM says it is. So.
The other goblin, he charges up. He sees his buddy stab something in the dark and do his weird flip. He comes up, and he stops at you. He rounds the corner. He stops at you, and he just makes a thrust with his spear to try and get you out of the way. And you said your defense was
16.
16. He does score a hit.
All right.
So then it will be 1 plus. Oh no, they're shitty spears. Okay, so it's
I
plus
mean, I
nothing.
die, so whatever.
You take 1 damage.
Okay. So
You're unconscious.
I am unconscious. I'm in death saving throws.
Yep.
You mean 1 in 20 chance to revive?
Yeah.
All right. That is the 2 goblins. The next one to go is Hetfield.
Okay. I am going to move. We can't move in between the shelves, right? We have to go around the.
You could move in between the shelves, but if it's like a fully intact shelving unit, I'm trying to say the one that you're on is kind of fucked up. Let's say it takes half your movement to get around the shelf.
Okay. Well, what I want to do is I want to move here, which I should be able to do.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm going to cast a spell.
Yep.
Can anybody guess what it is?
Fireball.
No, but we'll
Cool,
we'll
bud.
put a little music in there just for effect. I am casting Thunderwave.
Oh, wonderful.
There you go. I am casting Thunderwave. So they have to make con saves.
Con saves.
I'm glad I'm
Unfortunately,
like,
young man, you're going to get vaporized.
No, I can still heal him.
Caliban, make a con save.
They both fail their con saves.
All right.
Calvin, you're dead.
Yep.
Oh, actually, no. It's just he takes damage, so he's at 0 hit points. So he will just have a death fail.
Oh. Well, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if I'm incapacitated and I'm hit while I'm down, that's an auto crit. I failed 2.
Yeah, you'd fail 2, but you haven't failed the 1 time, right? So you'll still
I
have.
see the roll on my turn.
Yeah.
I get hit again for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay,
Potentially,
so-
you guys don't have to use a rune here.
I mean, even if I don't get back up until I've rested some amount of time. Otherwise, I'm stable, but I don't get back up.
It's okay. I'll come over and perform some healing checks on you.
Yeah.
Quick
Medicine.
face.
So
I have
both.
I actually
Zero.
have cure light wounds, believe it or not.
Yeah,
Oh.
both goblins fail their con saves.
We
Right.
should
Okay.
save
So
that.
the damage for those 2 are going to be 6. Do you want me to do a damage roll per?
Yeah, let's do it
goblin?
individually. They're a little different.
And 12. And both of them are blasted up against the wall.
Okay.
They get feet.
Aren't
So
like all the objects on the shelves like blown around too?
Yeah, the shelf will probably go ass over tit as well. And Caliban will probably get slapped against the wall as well.
Man, I should not have moved closer.
Getting ragdoll.
So the goblin that stabbed Caliban, he is vaporized. He's gone. And then the one that dodged around him is hurt, but not down yet.
Did anything on the shelves explode?
No, not from a thunder wave.
Well, I meant from like the shelves falling over and like things on them mixing together.
That's not. No, that's not a. The last time something happened with the shelves was because there was an actual explosion. The Izzet build boxes to withstand like earthquakes and getting jostled and things like that.
I don't
Okay,
think that's
so
true from my experience.
go over.
10, 15, 20.
You just got rocked a bit.
Yeah.
45.
Okay.
Hey, I'm 60 feet away from Kaliban, ain't I?
Yes.
Oh.
You can finish him off.
No, I can heal him.
You're 50 feet away from him, I think.
60. That's within 60 feet, so.
Yep. So, Hetfield, you just went, then it's Rex's turn.
I'm gonna peek my head over the top of the trench here, see what's going on out in no man's land. Do I see the goblin?
Yes.
Does he have any insignias on him?
He is dressed like a... He's got red paint kind of on his face in like a weird clown-esque, like exaggerated cheeks and nose and stuff.
Oh,
He's dressed like a leather daddy almost.
he's like one of my boys. So I'm gonna like yell to him like, hey, daddy-o, hey, you in Rakdos, boy?
And he's like, what's it to you?
I'm in Rakdos too. I was. I'm coming back.
I'm in Rakdos too.
And he's
You and
like,
me. You and me, man, we're on the same side here.
no, man, I'm the entertainer. You're just meat.
Yeah, see, like, that's my part of the entertainment. So, like, could we stop, like, killing each other? I mean, Kaliban dies all the time, so that's fine. But, like, we can bring him back. Can we just,
Are
like,
you
talk this out?
Can't we all just get along?
Can you and me work together to come to some mutually beneficial deal
And he's like,
where everyone gets entertained?
he's like,
We
man,
stay no, you stay working the back scenes.
he's like,
we
man,
don't
listen,
know you.
there's no
Get
deal to be had
down."
here. We all know the show's got to go on, so why don't you just get going on?
Well, I mean, I agree. I wasn't planning on breaking out of the show, but we don't have to like fight each other. Like, you're not part of the entertainment. You just said that, so
He's like, I'm not really fighting here.
well, Caliban's dead.
Sure.
It's like, I think he tripped and fell.
Oh, well. Worse.
Very dangerous place, and is it a storehouse?
I mean, I agree with you as I'm poking my head only a couple inches above the
Yeah, you're doing like the
trench.
yeah.
Yeah. So, what's it up like in the world outside of this this TV show? How many days has it been?
He's like, man, I don't even know. And he like takes a cigarette and like rolls it. And, lights and takes a.
Don't light that up in here. Don't light that up in here. Are you seriously making
Quick question.
here, buddy?
And he's like,
How long does this conversation take? Because I should be able to get a shot in by now.
Oh, damn it, no.
yeah, he
Yes.
Can I walk over to him? Like,
it's
I'm gonna I don't have weapons out. Like, my hands are.
yes, but I mean, you guys have had like a
Well, I'm
couple
I'm
30
just
seconds worth of
talk
conversation.
to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have been able to shoot him by now.
Yeah, Feanor does get his opportunity to act.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start talking to him. Can I see Caliban laying there too?
You might have to get closer just to like look down onto him.
I hope you're using telekinesis to fling Caliban's body to kill the goblin.
If I get to here, can I see him?
I'm not sure where you're
Leave
pointing.
enough of-
Yeah, I think from there you could see him.
Maybe
Okay.
a leg, an
So
arm.
as a bonus action, for the first time ever, a little ability called, I gotta find it now because I lost it. Healing Light. I will Let's see here. Hold on. There it is. Bunk. You now get 6 hit points back.
Or 1, as the case may
So,
be.
Caliban, you're back. Full health.
Awesome.
I can do that 3 more times if we can manage to only take 1. Luckily, I also get to make an attack. So, hold on a second here. Yeah, you don't get to have a... 10's not going to hit him, is it?
No, it doesn't.
But when I see that, do I see that?
What happens is, so the
Yeah,
entertainer,
they'll just blast.
the Rakdos member is taking a drag of his cigarette, and the blast obliterates the end of his cigarette.
I wanted to do a Mr. President get down.
Just before you do that, Cameron, can a bonus action be taken at any time?
I actually don't remember.
If we're out of combat, then it's a matter of DM's discretion, I'm pretty sure.
Can I try to tackle him to the ground to save him from the Eldritch Blast, possibly getting myself or him killed, or both of us?
Hold on. So let's go. You, Max, or Rex was having a conversation. I think Rex was as much surprised by what happened as anyone else. He doesn't have time to react there.
No.
The question about the bonus action at any time, since we are technically still in combat.
It's on your turn.
Yeah, it's got to be on your turn.
Okay.
So Feanor went. The Rakdos performer. So his cigarette got shot off. He kind of looks at you. He looks that Caliban's getting back up. He leans on the opposite side of the wall and looks at the camera, the little silver bulb at the top of the ceiling, and he rolls out another cigarette and like gives the camera a wink, blows it a kiss, and just keeps puffing.
Great.
So whose turn is it?
Now it would be Hetfield's.
Well, since Rex is now in where he is, I am not going to cast the spell that I was going to cast.
And Caliban is not dead because I actually resurrected him.
Well,
That is true.
But I gave him 1 whole hit point.
I'm glad that he only cared about me when considering AoE damage.
I mean, yeah. You know, we got. Yeah, every party's gotta have a meat shield.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so what I will do is I will cast Positive Hideous Laughter on the goblin.
Remind me what that one does again?
Well, actually, before I do that, would they typically have above 4 for intelligence?
Goblin? Yeah, I think 4 is like very stupid. Goblins are still like intelligent people.
Yeah.
They're just
read
like
or
teenagers.
They're at least equal to the rest of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so have him roll
Except for Caliban.
a wisdom saving throw, and the target is 13.
All right. Oh, he rolls a plus. Oh no, -1. Oh no, he still makes it.
He made a 13.
Yeah.
Above a 13. Okay. Then the spell does nothing. However,
I'll
should
say
he have-
actually, since he's Rakdos, the spell affects him, but he just starts like chuckling to himself, and he's like,
He's in on the joke.
"C'est la vie." Yeah.
How do I get this cool?
He's
If
like,
if I
"Baby,
took a
if you were this cool, you never would have joined Boros." And he just keeps smoking.
You're right. If I took a drag off a cigarette, I'd die. So is it? Wait, whose turn is it?
So Hetfield just went. That I think that means Caliban gets to go. No, Rex, you get to go.
Okay. So I see all these spells flying over the place, and I'm like, "We got to get you out of here, sir."
And he's like, "Man, just get out of here."
Well, I mean, how?
The door. Leave through the door.
Where's the door? I actually I'm asking you, like DM. Not
Oh, on the left side.
Yeah.
You guys were going right to left here.
Yeah.
the left. Okay. I say, okay. Well, what was your name?
And he's like, "It was Marty." And he smokes
Marty?
one more time, and then he pulls out a dagger and slices his own throat and looks at the
Marty,
camera
no.
smiling. And he's just like, now he's like hunched. You know how like the cowboys can do that thing where they're hunched
Yeah.
and they got the hat brim? It's like that, but he's clearly just bleeding out.
And with the jester's cap.
Yeah. Well, no, with him it would be like Viking horns, but like not real Viking horns, like the football team Viking horns, like just very cartoony.
I look down at him, awestruck, because my hero just died. He was the coolest.
Yeah, he was. Marty was.
Does he have any more cigarettes?
You can search.
Yeah, I'll check him out. I mean, what's the worst he could have on him? Suicide vest?
Well,
Don't give the DM any ideas.
no, you find
Oh, 7 charges left. We're good.
if
Oh,
you
no,
s-
wait.
if you search through, so you search his pockets,
Die.
you'll find you find a tobacco pouch, you find some rolling papers, and you find in a vest pocket an envelope.
So I'm gonna leave that closed because that's probably something his family needs to read. I'll have to get that back to his family whenever I get to the guild. And I'll take the cigarettes. Do you have any other personal effects that seem like they might, like, you know, like kids might?
Shoes. Boys take their shoes.
That's a good point. Did he have shoes?
No, he was barefoot. He
Oh.
had like little spiky ankle bracelets.
Okay, I'll take those. Close
Ethan.
enough.
Like just
No
At
shoes,
this
no
point,
shoes, no light.
Rex, for you the illusion may be broken a little with his dead body kind of sprawled out on the floor. Like he's not in that cool pose anymore. He may not be the coolest person you ever knew now.
I recognize the artistic choice that he chose when he killed himself.
So brave,
Yes, so brave,
so bold.
so modern.
Yeah. It's just got that, you know, that
This is
je ne
when I
sais
didn't
quoi.
burn him down myself.
Yeah.
That modern deco feel.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is, right?
Well, now that they're dead, do we want to finish searching the room, or do we want to get out of Dodge?
Let's search.
I guess I'll stand back up since it took me forever to do it. So
Caliban,
I
can you help me get his body into a crate?
I can't express to you how annoying it is that all of you communally managed to get my hopes up about killing this fucking goblin myself. Like each time, I was like, it could be me. I'm up. I'm back.
Marty knew.
Yeah.
He was,
I don't think he's even the one who killed me, but I really wanted to kill him.
He wasn't. He wasn't. But he also knew that he was going to deny you the kill.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, you son of a bitch.
Marty was the man.
Marty could fuck off. Anyway, yeah, I guess we should go looking for the door. So I will just kick up back into a standing position and then make my way towards the opposite wall because I've about had it with this show.
Yeah, now you're all out of combat.
All right, cool. I'm gonna walk down this way and go straight across, but I will ball tap Rex on my way over to the wall.
I'm on
Rex,
the ground already.
All right, okay, I'll ball tap you with my foot.
Go ahead and make an unarmed attack on Rex.
All right,
If you kill him, we're leaving his body here.
it's fine.
That's fine.
Wait, now bring it back.
13.
I'll tell you what. If you kill him, I'm going to do some horrible things with his body and the goblin's body.
I
And
have
we're
a 14
ruining Rakdos' reputation in this room.
I have a 14 AC.
So you managed to it stings, but you did not kill him.
That's fine. I'll take it.
I'm gonna look up at Caliban with like the most trusting eyes and say, like, he's already dead. You didn't need to try to kick him.
Stop! He's dead already.
Yeah.
He was so frightened by you that he slit his own throat.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I mean, I could see it in his eyes in his last moments
All
when
right.
he took a drag from that cigarette.
Anyway, so now look on the left wall here and see if there's like a chalk door.
No, there's just a door.
Just a door.
Yeah.
All right.
Like nothing. It's just a normal doorway to leave.
Interesting. Is this like the bonus room or something? I'm wondering. Anyway,
This is Marty's grave.
you care way too much about this guy.
He was one of my people. After I found myself again in this whole ordeal.
All right, so if that's the case, can I like
Can I hit with my?
on the doorknob, make sure it's not like Home Alone or something?
Sorry, say that again.
Stop giving the DM ideas.
You're like just testing the doorknob.
Yeah, who knows? It could be trapped.
The doorknob seems fine.
All right, cool.
In my role-playing experience, I have learned to always test the doorknobs.
Yeah.
I could actually check for traps. And I am fairly good at disarming them, as we've all found out.
Actually,
Yeah.
oh, who knew?
One game where you don't want to test the doorknobs.
You
Yeah.
you disarmed the room.
I did. Everything at once.
Yeah.
AoE disarm trap.
All right, then I will try the door very slowly. Try to open it
It
No.
opens.
Do it slowly.
slowly. Here.
It opens slowly.
All right.
I'm gonna let Skippy out of the room real quick.
Yep.
If that's the case, if the door's open, is there anything else we wanted to do before we left this room?
I thought we were searching it.
We found a bunch of stuff, I think, right? I think. Unless
Yeah,
there's some-
you can
Anything on
still.
the goblins up here.
The goblins, you find like a total between the all the bodies that are intact. You find a total of 5 daggers and 3 spears, or 2 spears, because one of them got like vaporized. So 5 daggers and 2 spears.
So nothing of real value.
Trinkets, like little voodoo doll type things, ads for strip clubs.
I'm taking
Okay,
one-
I Eldritch Blast the heads off of every goblin.
Okay, fair enough.
Stand there and Eldritch Blast till they're gone.
But not Marty.
especially Marty.
I'm putting
I Eldritch Blast his balls off, then his head.
okay. As long as he can have an open coffin.
So wait, I thought Rex was
I'm cool with that.
I thought I heard earlier Rex was trying to put his body into a box.
I am.
So
I didn't know
Feanor,
if I was done with that yet.
I guess if Feanor is searching the goblins near him, working his way to Marty, by the time Feanor gets to Marty, that body might not. Let's say that body's not there.
All right.
I mean, there's going to be like a blood trail leading to a box. He does have
Yes.
his entire throat ripped open. So
Yeah,
we could
there
probably
is
figure out where
a
he's at.
big pool and smear of blood.
Say, there's no top mending his body right now.
With the box, can I carry?
Right next to it is a box with the words Ark of the Covenant on it.
Yeah,
What I was going for, yeah.
You want to carry the box?
yeah. If I can like use some rope to like harness it to me, even if I have to like drag it a little bit.
Sure, you
Tell you
can.
what, I can help you. Give me 10 minutes, and we'll put it on a floating disc.
Did I see him like annihilating goblin heads? Of my
No,
raft?
you were pretty deep into the crater when that was happening. Oh, the blowing up the heads. No, that's on the other side of like 2 sets of shelves.
I'm just burning heads off.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, sure. Like, you know, if you want to help me get Marty back to his family, I mean, he didn't kill him.
Oh, okay.
All right, then.
Okay.
What does the envelope say?
What envelope? I didn't tell anybody about an envelope.
Well,
Uh,
Caliban saw you searching because he was standing next to you when that happened.
Yeah, but did he see me pull out the envelope?
Did you make a sleight of hand check?
I guess I wasn't trying to hide it, no.
Oh, I guess not. So I guess I know you have it.
Well, I believe this is his last will and testament, and I'm going to get it back to his family.
You believe it, but let's see it.
If you look on the outside of the envelope, it says to Marty.
Ooh,
His kid's name is Marty, too.
Yeah.
God.
Who Marty loved Jennifer.
It's assigned to his kid, Marty.
What the hell's a gigawatt?
That Eldritch Blast is 1.21 gigawatts.
So I'm gonna hold on to the note.
What the hell's on it? It could be instructions on how to get past this or what else to do.
I mean, it's a door, isn't it? Didn't you open the door and we were good?
I didn't walk into it, but I don't know what else is up ahead. Does he have instructions? This is the crew of goblins that's been ahead of us that we've been slowly overtaking, I think.
I mean, I'm just gonna go over to the door, and I mean, I heard him opening it. I'm just gonna go through.
No, you're not.
So what kind of test is this to make it past the?
You gotta walk past Kaliban, but I might end up braining you with the loot.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide a hand, try and take it off his person.
While they're doing that, I just wanted to check Hetfield and Feanor. Was anyone searching for anything?
I actually had wanted to do some searching, so I'm happy to move back where I was. That was my goal.
We don't need. You don't need to physically be there. I mean, you guys are moving freely through the area. So let's say.
For me, if I was asked about helping to secure a box, I would have sat down and done the ritual for floating discs.
So Feanor, you were sitting down doing the ritual for the floating disc. Rex and Kaliban are arguing, and Hetfield, you're looking for any unsecure boxes. A lot of these are secured; you can't get into them. Go ahead and roll me 2 100s.
2 separate 100s?
Yes. Okay, let me look at my chart. You found 2 unsecure boxes, so 25 is...
With 55-gallon drums of napalm.
I love the smell of napalm.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if it's the morning, but you know, napalm at any time.
It's 40 somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, so Hetfield, you found 2 boxes as you're searching through all the different areas in this row of shelves. One you open up and you find what just appears to be a gem. Like you open it up, it's very blinding. Give me a D4.
Is it gonna kill me?
Who's got the dodecahedron or whatever, the 20-sided one? Never mind.
Last time Hetfield has it, I think.
Okay.
Or yeah.
Last time I had it.
Okay. So what you find in this cushion in this box once the light fades is a very iridescent red gem. You can make an investigation check to see if you might recognize, because you're a bard, you've been in fancy jewelers before. See if you can recognize the type of material this is.
Would it be investigation or maybe insight or perception?
I would say in this case, it's not really perception or insight because you can perceive what it is. It would either be investigation or maybe a history check.
I'll go with history because if that's all right, because it's at least I got a higher modifier.
Sure. Okay, so you are able to tell this is red corundum.
Red random.
I knew it was coming. Ah.
What you have in your hand is this thing.
Red corundum?
Yep. Then the second box you open up, it looks odd. It's a long tube with what you think could be like a grip or a handle at one end, and attached to a hose, and then a set of tanks that look like they could be worn as a backpack. Like there's straps, you're not quite sure what you're looking at.
Strap on something?
An investigation check maybe, or?
Yeah, let's do an investigation check.
All right.
You fiddle with it. You're kind of able to get some straps on around your chest, and you've got the backpack on. You're holding this stick thing, and you're not quite sure what it is. But you've got it. You don't know what it is yet, but you can record this in your inventory.
Oh. Oh no.
I haven't looked at it, and I'm just curious.
Oh
What it's
no.
going to be.
I know what this is.
Oh my
Yep,
god.
it's what I thought it was.
Yep. Oh god. Why would you give us one of these?
Oh, why would I give you one of these?
It's gonna kill all of us.
No, you're gonna kill all of us with it.
I'm not touching that thing.
So, while Hetfield's kind of exploring and looking for boxes, I believe Kaliban was trying to get the letter off Rex.
I was actually I'm trying to get past Caliban. He doesn't get the letter from me.
Gotcha. So how do we want to do this? I mean, Caliban's in Rex's way.
Mhm. Maybe I'll try and let him go by, but I'll do the whole like, let me get by here, and then while he's doing that, I'm gonna try and see if I can't lift the letter off of him.
I just use cunning action to disengage.
Disengage from an attack.
Which I am not doing.
Yeah, let me think of how. I'll say this. While you two maneuver around each other, Caliban gets an opportunity to try and sleight of hand the letter off you, but it is with disadvantage.
Okay. Is that opposed in any way, or is that?
I'll say
Might be.
it's just the disadvantage. It's tough for him to maneuver. You're clearly trying not to engage with him, but he's also not like he's not going after it, so there's nothing for you to really oppose.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So first roll, 16. Second roll, 11. Fucking awesome.
That's a good question. I guess I gotta look up what's your passive perception?
Mine or his?
Rex's.
12.
12. So he's Caliban he's able to put his hand on the letter, but you're able to see what he's doing and pull it back.
Yep. And then I dive through the doorway.
And then you dive through the doorway.
Yeah.
All right.
That was my plan.
So Feanor, now you have summoned the floating disc. Rex is gone.
To help someone who already abandoned the team.
That's because you're trying to take his last will and
I was
testament.
trying to walk through the door before I tried to take it from you. Anyway. All right. So we don't even know where he went. We don't even know if he's still in the same building.
I'm just curious. I'm pretty sure Hetfield is making out like a bandit on this. How many different? Do you still have the gills, or have you died since then?
I've died.
Okay, so you don't have your mutations, but you got a lot of loot at this point, I think.
Well, yeah, I can't remember. Did I keep the clockwork amulet, or did I give that to somebody else?
Did you? I don't know.
If I remember correctly, you kept it. Because I was trying to stay away from your character, because a device that's ticking seems like a real bad thing for me to find out about.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
there
but-
was a three-way trade where Feanor got like a shard.
Yeah, I got the. I'll pull it up.
I took Cloak of Many Fashions.
Yep.
Oh, that's
I got the Dark Shard amulet,
Yep.
and I got an alchemy jug.
And I got the that's right. I kept the clockwork amulet. That's right.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then Caliban has the moon sword.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So right now I have the
Yeah.
clockwork amulet. I have the Cloak of Many Fashions. I have the Pyro Converger and the Good Corundum.
Yep.
Awesome.
I am like, man,
Stacked.
I am George Jefferson, man.
Yeah.
Blown up.
So what happens to me when I go through the door?
You dive through and you're in a long hallway.
What does it look like?
It's a long hallway.
No adorning things on it. No torches. No.
It looks like you might be underground.
Can I see? Like, is there light?
There's light from your enchanted item still.
Okay, but nothing on the walls.
No.
Okay, well I just start walking.
Yep.
You just hear this chant.
Well, wait. I guess if I turn it around,
Rakdos enter, one man. Rakdos leave.
If you turn around, you can still see the doorway with the storage facility behind you.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna peek my head out and say, like, well, what are you guys waiting for?
Yeah, you're
We
right.
gotta get this letter to Marty's kid. Marty.
Yep. Exactly. Okay.
That's the question. So everyone goes through the doorway?
Sure. At this point.
Okay.
Although Feanor asks us, I'm not hauling the stupid goblin, am I? Because I missed him being put in the box.
Oh, I thought you were.
But
Oh,
no, I came around and you were trying to figure out how to rope up a box. I can take care of that.
Oh, well, I mean, I was kind of hoping we could take him back. I'm sure, like, Rakdos would want a reward or give us a reward for it.
Well, as long as I can burn his head off when we get there.
I mean, we'll
That
probably do
actually.
that for you.
So Rex, with his history of the Rakdos Guild, knows that they're not really gonna care about the dead body of some actor.
They bring people back.
Yes.
They do that with the Blood Witches.
Yes, but those were blood witches.
I mean,
This
I'm
is a
pretty sure
goblin.
he's a Blood Witch.
Huh?
He's a Blood Witch.
Okay.
Right. I saw him slit his own throat. There was blood everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll unsheath the short sword, use that as my flashlight, and I'll walk down the hallway as well.
That is like the dirtiest thing you've said in D&D.
Yep.
All right. So
Even
you
my-
guys spend a long time walking down this hallway. Like, this is 10, 15 minutes just walking through this hallway until you get to... Hey.
Black room.
Yep. You get to...
Do we get the sense that we, like, because every time we go through a doorway, we go to some place that is not physically, like, adjacent to the place we were just at. Do we get that feeling this time as well?
Yeah, the storeroom was like it was like a storage locker. Like, it was messy and crowded, but it was still like orderly. This
Okay.
just seems like you're in some ruins.
Orderly.
Yeah.
Not after the explosion.
So you guys get here and you walk through the hallway. You're walking. Eventually you see lights ahead and you come into a larger room with, there we go.
Ooh, what's that?
It looks like an underground, like, cavern slash, like a cellar, like an old medieval cellar. There's some pillars, and you hear, as you approach, you hear some grumbling, some voices, some arguing and shouting.
Okay. I can see everybody that's in the room?
Yeah, so you can see oh, Rex, what are you?
I'm putting that in there so that for the YouTube video, people can see what the things you linked were.
Oh, gotcha.
'Cause
Oh.
probably not everybody knows what a pyro converger is.
No, but they don't need to yet.
It's a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you see, what you hear is like these voices, and you get closer and you see kind of 4 humanoids, each shackled to one of these pillars, and they've got a good amount of. It looks like they've got a good amount of chain on them, but what you see is a big cyclops, and he keeps trying to smash his head against the pillar. You see a centaur that's pacing around the pillar in the circle, and then you see like a Viashino, a lizard person basically, and some sort of either half orc or half ogre guy, some humanoid. Those two are kind of just chilling next to their pillars.
Okay. And they're chained to these pillars.
Yep.
Some
Like manacled or like tied to a tree style?
Manacled.
Okay.
This is some kinky
Like
shit.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll walk closer.
Hey, wait. Caliban.
Closely here.
Caliban. Do you
What?
think you could reseal this note if you really wanted to read it?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you read it. I'm not gonna read it,
Okay.
but just try to not damage it. I don't want his kid to know that we read it before him. And I hand him the note.
Cool. I mean, I guess I'll try to, like, not. It's like when you just like pull the tape back on a Christmas present as opposed to rip it completely.
Gotcha. So you open the letter, and
Well,
you see.
I didn't check if it was sealed beforehand, so it could just be completely not sealed. I just assumed he'd seal his last will and testament.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not be because it's definitely not his last will and testament.
Yeah,
you open the letter, and in the letter is it's a letter to Marty, and it says, "Hey Marty, how's it going? Hope everything's well. Hope the circuit's treating you well. If you're free over the next 2 months, I've got a gig for you." And it goes into instructions on kind of how to reach the person that has the job and everything. And it's like, just a bunch of like memorandum stuff. Then there's a second page, and on that page it says, Marty, thank you for applying. You've been given a post, and it gives some coordinates, and it says, this is an Is It storage locker. The other posts, we've generally had challenges to apply to those locations. However, we've been impressed with your thinking and showmanship in the past. This one we'd like for you to take responsibility for and run with it. You can come up with your own challenge however you wish. Just make sure it's ready by this date, and it gives a date and time, and says getting your crew into the Is It storage locker is, of course, also your own responsibility. We're not liable for any costs accrued while you're making your way into the location.
Interesting. Okay.
So Marty was kind of bad at his job, maybe.
Yeah, seems like kind of slacking off there for a bit, especially if we're catching up to him. All right, then I will put the letter back in the envelope, and I guess I'll just wait. Do you want this back, Rex?
Absolutely. I got to get it to his kid, Marty.
Sure.
Just tell him that it was a letter from his doctor that he had terminal cancer.
I already let you desecrate the dead by reading his will.
Yep. You sure did. Anyway. So
I put that back over my heart for safekeeping.
Yep. And then I will, I will walk up to, I don't know, say this close to the first pillars. And I will, I guess, address the group. And I'll say,
What's up, bitches?
yeah, pretty much. Like,
What's the safe word?
Shenanigans.
yeah.
Safe word is
Guys hang around here often?
Yeah.
The Cyclops stops headbutting the pillar long enough to kind of take a step around, look at you, and say, he looks at you, he kind of looks you over, and he says, "Clan?"
Oh,
God. If that's the case, then I should have a signet, right? Can I show him my Gruul signet?
Do you have a Gruul signet?
I should. Yeah.
I didn't realize you were from Gruul.
Yeah, I should have one.
A monk from Gruul. I like it.
Yeah, so you show him the signet, and he says, "I know what you are by looking at you. What clan are you from?"
All right, let me, I forget which one I was. It's been a long time. Hang on.
Tell him you know Borborgamos.
Borborgamos.
They all love Borborgamos. That's their guild leader.
Yeah. I forget which one. I don't know if I even had one.
The biggest tribe is, I believe, the Burning Tree tribe.
That's
Oh.
what I. Yeah.
Cameron,
I think that's what I was, because I have a take on that on my. I have a tattoo of a certain artistic take on that.
would the general populace of Ravnica know the guild leaders by name?
They know the.
What?
They would know the 9 Peruns, I think.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. Like, I said Borborgamos, and then I was like, I don't know if my guy would actually know.
I think everyone knows because right,
Is that like knowing your president? Like,
well, Borborgamos and
Current one.
what was the Boros leader again? That angel.
Aurelia.
Yeah, they were the ones that like that's a big part of Ravnican history is that they caused the guild pact to be signed.
Yeah.
Because they were always fighting. So I think everyone knows they all know the 10 Perun or the 9 Peruns and then the history of that part of Ravnica.
Okay. Telling me no Borborgamos.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm with. Yeah.
So
I'll
so
say-
you show so if you have a burning tree tattoo on him, you
Yeah.
kind of you show him, you flex for him, and he the Cyclops will amble forward. He'll put his hand on your shoulder and he's waits.
He starts singing the theme to the Golden Girls. Thank you for being a
You would
friend."
know, Caliban, you would know that you two need to headbutt each other.
Yeah.
Can you?
All right. So
All right, and this is where we lose all our charges.
yeah, pretty much. All right. So yeah, I will. I'll straight up.
That's the wrong head, Caliban.
He did that in swords.
Yeah, I'll give him a headbutt.
All right. So what now he's a Cyclops, he's big and strong. What
Yeah.
I'm going to do is we're going to make opposed strength checks to see if he kills you by accident.
Great.
I like this. Opposed headbutt.
He's gonna crack his head open like a ripe melon.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna step to the left.
I have a
So you
zero
don't get caught in the
strength
spray.
modifier.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting for his.
That's
skull to
actually-
explode.
That's going to be tough to beat. Let's see what you got here.
It's not gonna be great, I guarantee you. Yeah, buddy.
Whoa, you split you open like a ripe melon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Blood and gore go everywhere. Your eyes land on Rex.
Yeah.
Deal me 1 point of damage, killing me.
You actually you could have beaten this number without a crit, but he like just mashes your head down into your neck like there's nothing but a blood smear on his face now. And
Mhm.
he's like his eyes kind of get big and he stands up straight and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Hi, I'm Rex.
Why do I bother?
I'm Rex. Where are you from originally?
Do you can you put him back together? Can't you? I mean, you're a Cyclops. You can do that, right?
Hold on. You got 7. You got 8 charges left. He's like, I'm Brontus. He's like, who was that? He's like, I mean, he dresses like Gruul, but that wasn't Gruul.
Well, he's been having a hard time lately. He can't really.
He's been sick.
Yeah. He had the worst case of egghead I've ever seen.
He's like, I closed my eye, but I still think I got a little brain in it. And he's like trying to like go into his one tear duct on the side and like get something out.
I mean, it's okay, man. This guy, he would have wanted to go this way.
It's like, I understand. It sucks. We're down here underground. We can't see the sky.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
so-
We've been chained up here. They feed us, but this is the worst.
Who's they?
He's like, I don't know.
Well-
Once a day, we all go to sleep, and then we wake up and the refuse is gone, and we've got food.
Oh, well, I mean, you can have Caliban.
It's
I
like,
mean, we're not doing anything with him. He's
Can we resurrect him when he after he eats him?
that's kind of what I was thinking. We offered them something, and then
It's kind of like Ant-Man going up Thanos.
It's like, I'm not a pet, and I
Well,
don't
watch
need to be
something on
kept.
Ant-Man would die.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, we're all in the same situation here. I might not be chained to the pillar, but I seem to be trapped here too. So I was just offering that because I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to finish that. So,
He's like, no, if he was really Gruul, we burn him.
oh. Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
It's like, I wasn't a huge loss.
Oh, well.
He really
okay.
popped like an egg there, didn't he?
Yeah, he's it's ever since he was an infant. His entire skull's been a soft spot.
Yeah, he's like,
Normally wears a metal helmet.
he motions at the whatever the half thing is, the guy, the half human, and he's like, "Did you see that?" And the guy was like, "If I had headbutted him, I would have smashed him down to his toes." It's like, "Fuck you!" It's like, "No, really, I would have." It's like, "No, you wouldn't have. I'm twice your size." And they start like shoving each other into the
Whoa.
columns.
Whoa, guys,
Why don't you guys go at it? Yeah, do it.
guys, we don't need to fight like this.
Fight.
You're trapped in here together. You got to band together to get out. They want this to happen. They want you to fight each other.
It's like, yeah, but I'm burning tree and he's broken Scar.
Yeah, but you're all Gruul.
He's like, half Gruul. And then the half
Is this
half
really
human
what Borgamos would want from you guys? Fighting each other and not freeing the city?
is like, well, we've been trying to free the city. Man, this is bullshit. And he's like, starts headbutting the column again, and the other, he moves back and starts headbutting the column again, and the other guy kind of reaches the extent of his chain to get after him, but after he realizes he can't, he comes back and he just starts chilling at his pillar.
I'm going to drag Kaliban away, closer to where we can resurrect him. And
Yep.
he won't be within greeting range.
Yep.
So, there you go. So,
Do you want me to resurrect him?
yeah, I guess, I mean, he's not going to get greeted again. I'm going to look at the chains on them. Is there anything that can be, like, picked or removed, or...
It looks like they were soldered.
Oh, the animals. Well, I have a crowbar. Is there anything I can get them under that, like, where I could pop the chain? So I'm not up against flesh. I'm, like, on their shackle where the chain meets the shackle. So I could try to pry it open.
You actually might have better luck prying it away from the column than away
That's
from
even
their
better.
leg.
That leaves them like whips. Okay. I'm gonna say, like, I'm gonna go up to the ogre and be like, so I mean, I'm not Grohl. Please don't greet me with a headbutt. Like, I will squish just like him, even in my prime. So I can try to get you out of here, man. Like, you got to get out there and do the good Lord's work, free the city, like poor Borgamos would want.
He's like, I know. What do you think I'm working on? Look.
So
And he points to the column, and there's like a forehead-shaped indent in the stone. And he's like, I figure I got like 2 more weeks, and then I'll be out of here.
I agree with you, man. That looks real close. So I got this crowbar, and I can help you get the like 10% left that you're missing.
And he's like, oh, that's great. And he grabs the crowbar out of your hand and starts like trying to chisel away at the column.
Actually, you know what? He's way stronger than I am. So I'm just gonna be like, so that's good. But I've seen a Gruul before do this, and I'm gonna like show him like where he should put in a crowbar, and I'm gonna make it sound like, you know, like I saw some really intelligent Gruul person before, or really strong Gruul person before do it that way.
And he's like,
I will guide his impressive strength.
It's like, oh, that's not a bad idea. And yeah, so he gets some leverage with his crowbar, and he goes down in between his ankle and the cuff.
Wait. In between his ankle and the cuff.
Yeah, and he starts prying, and you can see like he starts bleeding and stuff, but he's just like going nuts at it. It takes him a little while, but he's able to get the cuff busted through. Your crowbar, your bit end is like fucked to shit.
Whatever.
But the
Actually, I'm gonna ask him. Can you bend that back? You look strong enough to do that.
and he's like, yeah, I think I can. And he kind of bends it back. It doesn't look 100% what it used to, but it kind of bends the way it should.
Yeah. I look at it and I'm like, that's good. That's patina. I like that. Okay.
So while they're working on that, Hetfield, Feanor, what are you two doing?
Watching in wild amazement.
Dude, I'm making friends. What was his name again? Did we ask him his name?
He said, when you introduced yourself, he said his name was Brontus.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm going to go around this way, trying to stay out of reach of the half dude.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I'll free him later. I mean, after I get Brontus. Brontus seems like he's diplomatic. He tried to shake hands in the gruel way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the half dude's just kind of eyeing everyone who might walk around him.
I'm gonna turn to half dude and be like, so what's your name?
He looks at you and he says, Death.
Man, that's a ominous name.
It's like, yeah, it's pretty dope, right?
Yeah, I mean, teach their own, man.
My mom called me William, and I was like, fuck that. It's Death.
Oh, great. We got a
Does he look like an edgelord? Does he have like black leather?
No, he looks like a construction worker from Boston. Just
Oh, okay.
really big.
I like it.
Does he speak with a Bostonian accent?
No, I can't do that.
have Nate
I'm not gonna
play him.
attempt to do that.
You could have Nate do all the voicing for you.
No.
I'm gonna need
Boston
a big
mate.
beer, so
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you drunk.
yeah.
While you're like talking with them, the centaur who's been prancing around, kind of not prancing, but pacing around, he's like, "You're all such fucking idiots," and he's like, he's basically just making underhanded comments under his breath as he circles.
Whoa, dude, that language is uncalled for.
He's like, "You're uncalled for," and then he keeps pacing.
Your mom's uncalled.
Yeah, we didn't call you here. What are you doing here? This is our dirt.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
well,
look at this dirt, and he like points to the trail he's been making. And he's like, I've been working on this dirt for like 2 weeks.
I mean, it is impressive. That's good earthwork right there.
He's like, yeah, I know it's impressive.
Wow, man. I'm telling you, man, the level of ass kissing coming from Rex is just like, it's suspicious.
I feel for these people. They're chained up.
I feel for these people. We must help them. It's like, what?
Also, I do know a little bit about Grohl, and by releasing them, the entertainment will ensue.
Yeah.
They tend to destroy everything in their path, and none of these ones seem to like each other. So I'm kind of looking forward to what happens when I release the Cyclops.
Yeah. Can we not? Can we get out of here first? Can you do that afterwards or something?
So
Yeah.
while
No,
Rex
this guy's my buddy.
while Rex
gonna
is
kill
working on
the other
this,
Hopefully.
Feanor, are you doing anything with Caliban's body, or Hetfield, were you doing anything with Caliban's body, or is he just still dead?
Oh, I thought somebody had read him already.
I haven't been talking because I've been dead this entire time.
My apologies. I thought we had the discussion to resurrect him.
Yeah, I thought we did too.
So
We
he
never
should
did
be.
it though.
He's rezzed.
Okay, so Hetfield's back. You got 7 charges left, or Caliban's back. You got 7 charges left. Feanor, Hetfield's kind of making his way around the perimeter. Caliban's up and walking. What are you up to?
I think, yeah, if he's moving around the perimeter towards the door, I'm going to. Does it look like the chain, if we go towards this door, the chains aren't going to let us get by without those guys being dicks?
So the centaur is able to get far enough away from the pillar to kind of walk next to you, and
Okay.
you
So
all
he
you
can get
hear
close.
is him making fun of your clothes, like under his breath. He's like making fun of you for your
Okay.
stupid shoes that you only have on 2 feet.
Wow.
If I step back,
I'd be like, at
if I
least
step back,
half a horse.
My step back, can he get to me still?
No, he's at the limit of where he's at.
Okay.
So have I freed the Cyclops yet?
I'm gonna let while you were doing that, the Hetfield was walking, Feanor was walking. By the time you had that conversation and Brontes had to leverage his thing, I think Hetfield probably was able to make it to the door, and Kaliban, you could have done one thing, whatever you wanted to do.
Okay, so I wake up.
Yeah.
Or no, where do I reappear? No. Yeah, I'm dead. So you use the thing and I reappear where?
You would reappear next to Hetfield.
Okay. So I reappear and I'm like, ow, that shouldn't hurt as much as it did. Embarrassing. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm not sure where I should go with this because I just reappeared.
Hey, Caliban, can you help me get your friend out here?
Please don't tell me that I got killed from that headbutt.
It
Okay.
was
Oh, yeah.
it was an explosive handshake.
I hate this game. That's embarrassing.
Caliban, this isn't a game. This is a game show.
I hate you and all the bands you like. Anyway, I will. Okay, so can I ask the other two guys, or can I just ask, how did you all get here?
Oh, that's probably way too
Who are
close.
you talking to?
I guess it just depends on who it is. I guess.
So let's say you step there where you are now.
Yeah.
The half-human guy, he stepped as far as he can, and he made a lunge for you. He was he's like, I saw you go down. You're back. That's pretty baller. And then he's like, the Viashino walks over as he's out of the four of them, he's got the shortest chain.
Mm-hmm.
He walks around and he's hissing at you in a language that you don't understand, and he's also trying to make hand motions. He's doing this a lot and doing this a lot and doing this a lot and then doing this a lot.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I can go slower if the camera didn't catch all that.
I mean, it was a little blurry, but all right. So, dig, swim,
Doug. Dig Doug.
swoop,
Swoop. The one.
dig under something. I don't know. So it seems like he's the most useful, but the least communicable, basically, or communicative.
I mean,
Jesus.
they're all your people.
Yeah. So I guess I'll look back over at the. I assume it's a half ogre at this point. Yeah, fun trick.
And just do it again.
No, I don't think I will.
He starts pulling at his chain. It's I bet you I could smash you way better than Brontes smashed you.
Brontes, you hear what he's saying about you?
Anyway.
Hatfield, what are you doing while Caliban's trying to talk with these guys?
I'm gonna try to communicate with Lizard Boy.
Didn't
So-
somebody comprehend languages? I thought one of you guys had it.
I'm double checking. If anybody has it.
I'm waiting till he has no language. It's just he's mute.
No, I got nothing.
We can't tell.
We got no way to talk to this guy.
I know Loxodon, Undercommon, and Vindalkin.
No.
I don't suppose he's bilingual.
Mm.
So what were it was what were the motions again?
He's doing this.
That's digging,
He's doing this.
swimming.
He's doing this. And then he's doing this.
Outside. He escapes outside by digging down, swimming. I mean, Viashino. Do I know anything about Viashino?
You know probably generalities. I mean, you're a pretty
So-
metropolitan guy.
Then they swim through dirt, right? Like they actually like sand, not dirt.
Yeah, they can navigate through soft earth pretty well.
Like swimming, not like they have a dig speed or a tunnel speed. What is that in D&D when you have a movement speed under dirt? Is it a digging speed?
I don't know the term for it, but yeah, you're right.
Okay. So he probably just wants to be free so he can go back to his people and swim.
How thick are these chains?
They are really thick. Like, it depends on which humanoid. Brontis's are the thickest.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
But everything's like at least 1 inch diameter in the link.
Would it be possible to use a spell like Thunderwave if I got really close to break the chain?
Can you read Thunderwave to me again in terms of the description?
I think it's a cone.
Not that part.
15-foot cone, blasts everything for whatever its damage is, and if you fail to save, it pushes them 10 feet.
I think he wants the description so he can try to use the rule of cool to break the chains.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's thunderous force. That's like...
Okay, so
Concussive force.
I feel like you just cook whatever, because it's still a metal chain. I feel like all you do is conduct it into whoever's chained up.
Hear me out here. If you auto-tune the thunder to the natural frequency of the chains.
Yeah, that'll work. We have the capability to do that.
How many spell slots does that require?
well, okay, so it says here, in addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet from you by the spell's effect, and the spell emits a thunderous boom out to 300 feet. The thing is, I mean, if like I had him, pull his chain, like get as far away from the pillar as possible, and aim it right at the
Yeah, but I think the chain is by definition secured.
Yeah. Does any of them have a chain around their neck? Because I really want to see this happen with them with a chain around their neck.
No, everyone's got a chain around a leg, or in the centaur's case, a back leg.
It's a hanging while standing up on flat ground. You get hung.
Yeah.
By thunder wave.
Okay.
So while you guys are scratching your heads,
Well, is this guy free yet?
yeah, I'd say like Feanor, Hetfield, and Kaliban are talking / communicating / being belittled by. Okay, go ahead.
Actually, okay. Yeah, okay. He just stands there constantly belittling, just saying shit constantly, right?
Yeah, your clothes are stupid. You walk funny. Kind of like under his breath.
Yeah, and I can do this, and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at him.
What does that do?
It's radiant damage.
Okay, he gets to make a dex save. 13. If he fails, I do damage. I hit him with radiant damage.
Okay, Dex. Okay, got it.
13.
The room was.
He
filled
makes
with
it.
hydrogen gas.
He makes it.
Yeah, so he makes it. He dodges to the side of the sacred flame, and he goes back around the pillar to the other side. And he's like, Brontis, that guy's being a real dick.
Brontis, don't listen to him. That centaur, he is a dick. Brontis, who's helping you get out of these chains? And then who over here is trying to trick
Brontis is like, too much talking, and he takes the crowbar and he snaps forward against his leg, and it cuts a big cut into his ankle, but it does finally break his cuff.
Good man, Brontis. Good man.
All right, so he's free.
Yeah, Brontis is free, and he's like,
Hey, centaur dude,
He's like, Swift, do you want to get out of here or not? And the centaur says, yeah, but like that guy tried to burn me. And he's like, just shut up. Let's just shut up and go. And
I love this guy.
Brontis starts working on the side of the chain that puts Swift into the pillar. So he starts working on the crowbar with that.
Can I assist him?
Yeah.
I don't think physically you can, because he's like, there's a horse and an ogre. There's not a lot of room to maneuver there.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know what kind of strength you could add to that, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in D&D, it's the assist act. So
So-
I like stand there. I'm like, go on, Brontis.
Sure, for an extra action.
Do it, Brontis.
Yeah. So they're working on that.
You're a
And
smart boy.
and Death walks over and he's like, I got dibs on next. And the lizard's still gibbering at you guys.
Okay. So,
Death, we got you.
The lizard starts just pointing at the doorway up to the north.
yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna look at Brontis and be like, how'd you get through that door?
Oh,
And he's like, I don't know. I woke up here.
Oh,
It's like,
all right.
one day we were like freeing up a bazaar, and I was like,
freeing up a bazaar.
Yeah.
it was
Freeing
great.
the shit out of
There
it.
was free food. The shoppers became free. It was really sweet. And then we drank because there was free alcohol. And then
Yeah.
I fell asleep in my free spot, and then I woke up here.
Dude, I
Got
feel ya.
Freedom bombs on that shit.
I was paying for drinks and I woke up in this fucking place.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that's how they get you. People need to read more signs. There's there's a sign, I guess, somewhere that said like, if you sleep in this spot, you're gonna wake up here. And I was like, oh, I should learn to read.
Yeah, tell me about it, man. I was just drinking, and this Vindalkin, she just poofed out of nowhere, and she's like, "You're coming with me," and I'm like, "Well, where are we going?" And then I'm in the sewers.
It's like, oh,
And now
see,
I'm
what
here.
you should have said was, no, I'm not. Next time you'll know better.
Well, she was good looking,
Oh,
you know.
but Alkins, no meat on those bones.
It's true.
It's like,
True.
okay, so Hetfield and Feanor, if you're up top, you see a sign carved in wood. On the sign, written, it looks like it's in dried blood, basically. It says only 4, and then the 4 is crossed out, and it says 3. The 3 is crossed out. Then it says 1. The 1 is crossed out. Then it says, fuck you, Zaveric. Then that is crossed out. And then it says 4, may leave alive. And then that is crossed out. And then it says, go fuck themselves. And then that is crossed out. And then it says, stop changing it, Zaveric. You're an asshole. And that is crossed out. And it says, it just goes on and on and on for like pages. Like the sign, it starts out as like a normal like plank sign. And then the scrawling, now it's on the wall. And like, if you knew what it was, it looks like a fight on Twitter, just like response after response after response, just going on this wall. Eventually, it looks like they like might have run out of blood to write with. And it like now, if you like take a second to kind of waft the wall towards you, it smells like piss and feces. But it's still going. If you discount all the crossed out stuff, it kind of reads like maybe it says only 4 may leave alive.
Yeah.
But it is hard to decipher.
Well, it's a good thing we don't have to leave alive.
That's right.
Got more than 4 charges on the D20.
Right, but one of us has to stay alive.
Yeah. So
I mean, we could
So Hetfield, let's go through the door. Try going through the door.
Yeah, you guys are actually able to cross through the door. And again, you're reaching into a dark tunnel.
Hey, where are you guys
I
going?
pop my head back there. Caliban, Rex, run.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta
Back out
go.
the door.
I'm looking up at the Cyclops, and I'm like, I gotta go, but like, you can keep that crowbar. Like, get your people free and go free the shit out of somebody.
He's like, oh, we're gonna.
Thank you.
And then he's like,
Hey,
by that
Hey,
point, he starts working
give me-
on Death and the Viashino.
get me a free
The
drink.
Centaur's helping.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see you later, man.
All right. So those guys are working on their stuff, and you guys are going to cross through to the next room. But it's been about an hour and a half. I say we'll stop here for today. And thanks for playing with me, guys.
Yeah.
No problem.
Hey, 1.5 rooms.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I was actually kind of thinking you weren't going to spend as much time in the Is It storeroom as you ended up doing. But you got some loot. The crowbar was helpful. I was kind of wondering if Hetfield was going to end up trying to use the flamethrower to melt the metal chains.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know, I read your description on that. I'm not touching that thing for a while.
That's use if necessary.
Yeah.
So if I
Fucking button.
go to use that thing, somebody else is holding the D20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
actually
can
don't know if that
And
D20
I
can be
can
destroyed.
disappear.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
we almost like had someone die that was carrying it, right?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we had a moment where we're like, oh god.
Shit, who had it? Yeah.
But
You can always give it to Caliban.
I think you guys are almost there. I think you have
Like a room and a half left.
maybe 2 episodes left. So we'll do one more episode on the Arbitrary Hero channel, and then one more episode on the Red Shirt Geeks channel, and I think that will be the finale. And this episode now, if people are watching, well, you already know where it is. It's on the Red Shirt Geeks channel. I was gonna say, go check it out, and I was like, oh wait, no, never mind.
And
Yeah. All right.
Check out next week's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out not next week's, probably like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Also, I made a lot of friends this episode.
Yeah, I was excited. I was like, I worked on these characters, like how I wanted because it's basically an anti-team, right? Like they're 4 unique personalities, but they don't work together. Like, you remember the Orzhov room?
Yeah.
If you had dived a little deeper, there was an interesting team dynamic and a different way you could have tackled that puzzle. But then I was like, this one I set up a little differently. So, I mean, you guys did what I think generally the way I would have done, which is you found, it's Gruul, so you found the biggest guy, and he was kind of the leader, and worked out. I'm glad you guys didn't get close enough to talk to Death. That may not have gone well.
Oh, I would totally like oh man, I would have got destroyed then. I would have totally gone over there after the Cyclops and been like, here's the crowbar, and then he would have just bashed my head in.
Yeah, he was really itching to bash someone. I think the way I had it written out is depending on who you approached, like things could have worked out very differently. But it worked out in the end. And you guys don't have to feel guilty. They're just going to leave the other way.
Okay. I mean, I don't think I'll feel guilty.
I
Yeah.
was gonna let my character be blissfully
They're all easy
unaware
lives.
that all of them died.
Yeah.
That was kind of how I was looking at it. Is that we just
Yeah, you
consigned
never
them
read
all
the
there.
sign.
I just was hoping I'd run into one of them later.
Yeah.
I find their funeral
debating
later, and I'm like, oh man, they died freeing stuff.
I was debating on whether to just sit back and start Eldritch blasting till they were all dead.
Yeah.
Because I could just do that all day. Pachoo, pachoo, pachoo.
Hey, I haven't killed any
Occasionally, if
NPCs.
somebody stumbled,
That
then
talked
hit them
about-
with the Radiant Blast.
Well, remember, these guys aren't Rakdos, they're Gruul. I don't know if Feanor feels any distinction between the two groups.
They have
I
red.
can tell someone distinction. I wasn't going to just kill them instantly. I
Yeah.
was considering on killing them,
It
but
wasn't until Swift started making fun of your shoes. You're like, you motherfucker.
If you had killed the Centaur, I wasn't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
The other ones, though, I was like, we should free them. But this guy, I'm like freeing
Yeah.
somebody, and he's being a dick while I'm doing it. We're gonna get around to you, like, and he's not even asking to be freed.
And you were on point that the Viashino was the smartest of the group and had a real plan to get out.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least he's gonna get freed somehow or another.
Yep.
At least I think so.
They're all already free.
Yep.
So free.
All right, guys. Thanks again. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Later, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.